Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day so far. Cooking dinner. So I thought I would go over a couple things with you because I just had them on my mind. So we just got back from the ocean and I was realizing how great I was feeling from this reboot. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just go back to the last couple of videos that we did over the last week. And so we went through a 60-hour reboot. And my biggest and newest realization, besides all of the benefits of why you would do the keto reboot, is this. It's portion size. I've realized that if you look at a massive plate, right? I'm gonna walk you through what we're having for supper, but it includes bacon. But a plate, most of the time people take a plate and they fill it full of food, right? Or you go out to eat and you have a massive portion of food. You're supersized. It doesn't really matter how it comes. We have an excess amount of food. And so something that I realized on this reboot is, well, while you're not eating for 60 hours and you're still drinking a lot of great electrolytes and different products that we equipped you with, you don't have to eat as much. Shrinks your stomach. So like today, as I've been eating our meals, I just haven't been as hungry. So I haven't been as hungry. I choose better foods because I feel awesome. And I don't need to eat as much to feel full. Plus, if you're eating higher fat, low carb, the good fats keep you sustained longer. And so I just wanted to share that because here's the deal. A tip that you could do, here's a fun tip for you. I don't have a small plate with me. I think they're all dirty. But like, for example, if you have a big normal size plate, something that you could do to cut down your portion. And then if you need seconds, like you can get seconds. But most of the time when you fill your plate full of food, you eat everything on your plate. But what happens if instead of using the big plate, you use the smaller plate? And then if you were still hungry, because if you sit down long enough, your food actually settles, right? So then if you use the smaller plate and fill that one up, if you need seconds, you get seconds. So kind of a common sense thing, but I was like, I'm not as hungry. I feel great. So I feel great from the reboot. You can join us again. May 1st will be opportunity to purchase it. But from now until then, we're going to work on your food. If you've got questions, let me know. And also I want to talk about real quick. So these are one of my favorite things to get. So we talk about the tip is to, some of the tips, I was going to say the tip is to flip it, not with this. I can't read that. My husband's trying to tell me something. You want to come and join me?
No.
Why?
I haven't showered.
You look beached. I look beached too. Okay, so I love these. You. These are what we're having for dinner. This is our bread, and our kids like this. We are having some fun lettuce wraps. So I washed them. These are great for tacos. These are great for ham and cheese. Tonight we are having lettuce with some real mayo with bacon. I don't like tomatoes, so I don't even, with bacon. So really in a sense, a BLT with no T. Because instead of the T, we're having avocados.
So BLA.
BLA. We're having some BLAs. You want some? So good. LBA.
Yeah, lettuce, bacon, avocado.
Lettuce, bacon, and mayo.
I know. We'll
LBMA.
This is a work in progress.
Doesn't really matter. What are you having for dinner? That's what we're having for dinner. Our kids love it. Super easy. It's an easy thing to have when you come home from the ocean. Yes, I feel spoiled. If you have this snow, I apologize. So I feel great from the reboot. I hope you're feeling great. Dr. Adam Nally was like, yeah, see, it's so great. And you don't need tomatoes anyways. You like tomatoes?
I mean, I'll eat them if they're there.
I don't like tomatoes.
I'd pass on them.
So, okay.
I'd pass.
What were you trying to tell me?
What I was trying to tell you is I was looking at, a lot of people have been asking questions.
Yes, questions.
So I had 4 questions that were there. But
Okay.
I'll wait till you get to that part.
So the last thing I was going to come on, because I have a lot of rebooters who said, now what do I do, right?
Optimize.
What do I do? So you should have gotten an email from Prove It that gave you a really awesome link that says Optimize. And you can click on it and it goes through food ideas, recipes, how to get out of the reboot. It is a phenomenal, just how they made it. It's this entire little program, a PDF,
yeah,
right?
It's an unbelievable PDF.
Yes.
And the other thing
if you didn't get it, let me know.
Yeah. Let her know. Otherwise, download the Prove It Pulse app.
If you are a customer, go to your phone app, Prove It Pulse, Pulse, and you're going to log into it with your email and your password, and you're going to get updates from the company.
Perfect. And then there's also our Facebook group.
And our Facebook group. I don't think I have everybody in my Facebook group.
No, working on it.
So, okay, we're working on that. But a lot of people have asked,
I'm excited about this.
How do I get out of this? So
because we're upgrading,
yes.
right? So your life should be a constant pursuit of better. And so we're excited because we're making our 5-day experience better.
Yes, and so we're sending out a whole lot of these over this last week, but I think there's like 40 of these going out tomorrow. 5-day experience. And so if you're just coming out of the reboot and that's where you started, and you're like, I loved that Keto Max, or I love the way I feel in ketosis, or I want a better fuel source, start with a 5-day experience.
Perfect.
Because here's the deal. You get to try a variety of the flavors without committing a month to anything.
What
and
is this?
We're adding the splash formulation, the splash flavor into this.
Yeah, but what is all
these
of this?
are pure therapeutic ketones. And so this is what we've been drinking for almost 3 years. Puts you in ketosis in under an hour. And just some of the benefits. I mean, a lot of people want fat loss, and that's awesome. A lot of people join the ReBOOT for fat loss, and that's awesome, or just to get past a plateau. But ketones in general are a fuel source. They help with energy, focus, fat loss, clear skin, sleep, better mood, digestion. My kids drink it because I understand the power of ketones in the brain. Appetite control, helps with cravings. I mean, the list is endless. And so there's a lot of things that people will realize after they drink it and go, I had no idea ketones would help with
all those things.
All of these things. But people like to take the path of least resistance, meaning they don't want to just go buy a box of like Splash or my favorite, Maui Punch. They like to try a 5-day experience. What's the promo?
Well, today's the last
Oh,
day.
yes, today's the last day. So, like, for most of you, you've been messaging me and you're like, 17% off, what do I do? So there is a 17% off if you want to go and purchase a box. I'll walk you through how to do it. But
that ends tonight,
That
though.
ends tonight,
So
yes.
if you're watching this tomorrow and you missed it,
You don't get it.
The good news is, guess
Yeah.
what? There's a Smart Ship option.
There is
where
a
you can
Smart
save
Ship,
22%.
yes. There's lots of options that we can give you, but this is one of these that we send out we send these out every day. A lot of them are going out this week because you get to try them, and I walk you through how to take them. And it doesn't take 30, 60, 90 days to feel it. So post a 5 or 10 below. If you do a 5, awesome, it's for you. If you want to have somebody join you, a spouse, a friend, a neighbor, a best friend, do a 10-day experience because you get a bonus with it, right?
Ooh.
We send a fun little prize with it.
So if you're interested, you want to learn more, just comment 5 down below,
5,
and we'll follow back up
10,
with you.
We'll send you a message tonight when our
And-
kids are sleeping, and then
yes.
after we eat our yummy BLMA.
You're silly. I love it. So what is this, though? Like, you didn't really even talk about it. Like, why is this your mommy fuel? Why do you like it?
So for me, I've been doing a lot of Facebook Lives today with some of my awesome mommy friends, and everybody has their own reason. Like, my husband asked me to try this. He asked me to try the ketogenic diet years ago. I thought he was crazy. He
That
wanted
was
fat
not
loss.
happening.
I've never struggled with fat loss, right? So one day he handed me a packet, and he's like, Stephanie, try this. And I was like, early. And I tell most moms, here's the deal. Like, the only reason I tried it is because my sexy husband asked me to try it. Somebody told him today he looked like Ryan Seacrest. Anyways,
Hey, words and
I
flattery
should tell you
will
what
get you
I should tell you
anything.
what he said. Anyways,
Do we need to get into the story? I'm on a mission
has anybody
to better.
seen The
I'm on a
Greatest
mission
Showman?
to prove it.
My husband's like, "Ah, I totally look like Zac Efron.
I know. So all the ladies right now, I understand you're completely cracking up. I
Okay.
see the laughing faces.
Here's the deal.
Hey, I promise you this. I'm turning, how old am I turning?
His birthday is August 11th, and he is on a mission
I told her,
to
I
have
will
the
be
best body he's ever had in
in
his
the
entire
best
life.
shape of my life.
We just took
I
his
feel-
before pictures today
After the reboot, I feel
by the
phenomenal.
ocean. Yeah.
I'm choosing the right foods.
Yeah.
Like, we already talked about it in a previous message.
In a couple,
I was crushing it.
A
I
couple
got
weeks,
sick.
he got really
3
sick
weeks,
last
I was
month,
down
and he
and
was
out.
out with a
I'm
bacterial
back.
infection, and he is going to look like Zac Efron, is what he
Well,
says.
I think from like here down, I will. Like, this will stay beautiful the way that it is. But the rest is an improvement for better.
Okay.
And that's why we love this. Like, this
This
is the
doesn't give you
Kickstarter.
a different face. Yours is way better.
Well, hold
Yours
on.
is way better. It does help with skin.
clearer skin. I'll say this: over the last 3 years,
Yes.
you were truly beautiful. The day I married you,
Aw.
your skin has improved.
Yeah, thanks.
It's gotten better. So,
You're so sweet.
and there's a lot of stuff probably tied to that. She drinks more water. She works out.
We eat cleaner.
She sleeps
We eat
better.
better.
She eats a lot better. She's
Yeah.
not. We don't need to get into what you used to eat, but it's all good.
Okay.
Pursuit of better.
I
That's
used
what
to
life
eat
is all
Debbie
about.
snacks. Okay, so my husband handed me a packet. I tried it because I loved him. Changed my life. I haven't taken a nap in almost 3 years. I hear all these moms that are tired. I'm not tired. I don't have time for a nap. I've got
Agreed.
stuff to
You've
do
been
with my
crushing it.
kids. We've got homeschool. So I tried it. I loved it. And everybody
How
has
did
their
you
own
make
reason.
it? Like, how do people make
You
this?
want to know how to make this? I need a shaker bottle. It's a powder. So yes, you shake it up in water, you drink it, and then I walk you through person by person, specifically how to eat, so I do 20 ounces of water. If you try a 5 or 10 day, post a 5 or 10 below. I'll walk you through how to take all the variety of the flavors. Here is the expectation for the 5 and 10 day if you decide to try this. It is not about 10 pounds of fat loss in 5 days, although I know a lot of you want that. The ReBOOT is super helpful to help launch that.
Yep.
The benefits for the 5 or 10 day is to tell me every single day, what's your favorite flavor? Like, I love this one. My kids love this one. Yes, my kids drink it. Steve loves this one. Like, we love all of them.
But everybody's different. Right,
but it's I want you to walk me through every day. How is your energy? How is your focus? How is your appetite control? How is your sleep? We talk about that for the 5 days. And then we walk on through how to take the buns off the burgers, the croutons off the salad, lettuce wraps for your LAMB.
That's lamb.
Lettuce, avocado, mayo, bacon, lamb. We're having lamb.
But we're not really eating lamb.
But we're not eating lamb,
so,
but you know.
How many of these do you have to drink a day?
You drink, okay, so comes in caffeine free.
Those are my questions.
Okay, good.
Look at that.
Good. You're so great.
We're better
comes
together.
In caffeine and caffeine free. My kids drink the caffeine free. Why? Because I understand the power of ketones in the brain. That's why they drink them. So we've switched our way over to eating. I feel like we fuel their bodies the best we can. What was the question?
Well, how many do you have to drink a day?
Most people drink one a day. So I started with this. I got up in the morning. I ate eggs and bacon. I did the best that I could with my food. I drank this. I loved it. It rocked my world. A year later, after we switched our family over to eating low carb, eating better, I joined the gym.
So it didn't happen
that's
overnight.
How I got these muscles.
Whoa. Put the guns away. We're going to get in trouble.
This one's stronger.
So that one's, okay. So what's funny is most people start with one. I actually drink two. So
yeah.
I love raspberry lemonade. I start with this in the morning. And then towards the middle of the day, guess what? Then I drank this one. So but everybody's on a different
journey. So now that I get up super early, I take one before I go to the gym, and then I take one later in the afternoon. You can use it as a pre-workout. You can use it if you just sit on the chair. You can use it if you're old or you're young. It's not a niched product. It's a supplement. It's ketones. It's powerful for anybody, right?
Our kids are wrestling in the background.
Our kids are wrestling on the couch. They're ready for their lamb.
So our kids drink ketones?
Yes, your grandma drinks ketones.
My grandma drinks ketones.
We drink ketones. I've been working with a lot of, I think I've talked to 5 nurses today. They're like, hey, I need help on my 12-hour shift. Oh, waitresses, we've been talking to a lot of people in the restaurant industry. People that just need a long, sustained energy because they don't have time to eat, right?
People who want to feel better. And
yes.
Here's what's so cool, though, is that when we say ketones, like, we're the originals. Prove It launched Keto OS. It's the ketone operating system. There's nothing like this. I mean, when
they test everything that goes into the labs, everything that comes out, everything's pure. Like, they do crazy, ridiculous. It's
Here's
phenomenal.
What's cool. I was talking to a good friend today. We were talking to somebody in the community and in the Prove It community, and his name is Raj, and he was sharing his story.
Oh yeah.
And it's so fun because before he's been following a ketogenic diet for about 7 years.
Yes.
And he's helped thousands of people get into a state of ketosis by following the diet that's simple, that's really tailored to their life.
Right.
And so what's fascinating is when we sent him this product, when he wanted to try it, he said he would try it.
Well, actually,
he was out to
debunk
what we were doing.
Right.
Right? At first, he was like, I'm going to completely shut this company down.
I'm going to shut you down.
Before it even gets started. Like, that's what
he would laugh at us.
And he was talking about his story, and he was doing a YouTube Live because Facebook Live wasn't real back then.
Yep.
And in this, he's like, I'm going to show you what happens here. And his blood ketone level went up. And in that moment, you could hear it go from really just trying to slam the company, disbelief, like, oh my goodness, this stuff's real.
It actually went to my bloodstream.
He became a promoter.
Yeah.
He's been championing the Keto OS conversation.
Awesome.
And he's become an unbelievable friend.
Yeah.
He's a huge part of this community.
Yes, I've done a couple Facebook Lives on here before with him because he really walks us through. He understands keto, the diet, really well. So we'll have to get him back on here again.
Adds so much value.
He's a keto expert. And so
I think this, like I love what you said. People who are interested, if you want to know more about the 5 or 10 day experience, put 5 or 10 down below. We'll follow back up with you.
Yep.
But here's what, can I just tell him what's on my heart? Is that okay? Or not? You're like, nope, don't do it. Maybe. I'm not going to.
Well,
we're going to save that for another day.
You can if you want to.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, go for it.
This is Keto Mom Paige.
This is my husband. He's pretty awesome. Tell them what's on your heart.
What's on my heart is simply this. A lot of you are going to start, like she said, with the path of least resistance. It's going to be the 5 or 10 day experience. But this is what I know.
Or 17% off today. Don't forget.
Take advantage.
Just today.
Go to ketomom.com. You can order your product there. And when you do it, it supports our family. I need them to know that. I wanted to know that. And if you've gotten value from what Stephanie has been teaching over the last 3 years, let her know. I'm so proud of her, because to see the transformation, how she's led the family, how she's led the girls, how she's legitimately helped thousands of people all over the world, it's been so cool to see. She's truly stepped into her greatness. And it's because of you. It's because of all of you who are tuning in, who are following the page, who are encouraging her. It's unbelievable as a husband seeing his wife truly step into an unbelievable platform where she gets to encourage people.
I hate it when people do that.
No,
but here's the deal. But we appreciate everybody. Okay.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
And a lot of you, you're going to start with a 5 or 10 day experience, but I'm just letting you know, 3 years into this now, your life is going to change because of this Facebook Live and because you've connected with her. I'm just telling you, flat out, if you want a better life, if you want to lead your family better, if you want to feel better, if you want to truly encourage the community you live in, get connected with Stephanie, because she's changing people's lives. I'm not playing. This will be the live that can completely transcend your family's history for generations to come. It has for us.
Well, we
it
do
has
it together.
For our kids.
We do it together.
And
it's been so fun.
It's so true.
Honestly, we've just been loving what we get to do. This started out with just a journey of our family, and now we get to hopefully inspire many of you. And we also tell people, I say, don't keep this a secret. Go after and don't be ashamed of what you're doing, and inspire other people, because so often people want to be invited to the conversation. So if you're doing something, whether you're trying a 5-day experience, ask your friend to try it with you. Or if you're trying to eat better, ask your friend to hold you accountable. Join the accountability group here. We do every single day.
Check in every morning.
Tag a friend below and go, hey, let's do this, because people need to be invited. They're too afraid to ask for help. Yep. That's it.
So I love you. Thanks for all that you do. If you're interested in the 5 or 10 day experience, comment 5 or 10 down below.
Yes,
and
5 or 10.
I'm so proud of you. I'm gonna leave.
We will get back
Bye,
with you. We're gonna go eat our lamb sandwiches, and we're not having lamb. If you're just tuning in, we're having lettuce, avocado, mayo, and bacon. So that's it. I hope you guys have a great night. We'll talk to you soon, and see you later.